What's up, Tater? Hold on, give me one sec. What up, what up? We're doing alright, though. She's in the bathroom, and she's gonna be going back to bed. I was up since like 5:30. I'm just here trying to, get that height, hopefully. Brenda's due tomorrow, so. Gotta keep working. We were, obviously gonna go live and stuff yesterday, but had unexpected stuff happen, so. Right, Acorn? It's like not even 7 a.m. for us. It's so early. Yeah. I mean, I slept most of yesterday, so I was struggling to sleep through the night. Well, what's up, Lance? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good morning. And what's up, Saturn? Yeah, we always go live. It's part of our job. We've just been, we were on vacation for 4 days from Thursday to Sunday, and we wanted to go live while we were on vacation sometimes, but it was just too crazy. There's too much going on. Thank you, Coyote. I'm sure we will. We're really excited to move. Thank you, Tater. I appreciate it. And that sounds good, Acorn, for sure. Playing that Pokemon. So, how's everybody doing? I'm not really too sure, how long I'm going to be live for or anything. It's just, just here. Sounds good, like one day ago. But we'd be going live, I mean, yeah. Like I said, we go live all the time. Us not being live for that long was, it was unusual. Yeah, me too, Saturday. I have a lot of trouble sleeping. That's awesome, Acorn. I'd be happy if I found that. That'd be great. What's up, Goofy? Hello, hello. Guys, I think yesterday, I've been having shoulder pain for months, and I think that yesterday I threw my shoulder back in place. If that makes sense. I think it was, out of place, and that's, why I was having shoulder pain. But yesterday, I did something, an overhead motion, and it was really quick. I went like this or something, and my shoulder, popped, and it's been in a lot of pain ever since, but I can move it certain directions without it hurting, so I feel like it just was out of place for months. Now it's back in place, so it's going to be sore when it heals up. But I'm very happy. I hope it really is back in place. It's all good, Tater. You can, you can head out whenever you need to. Oh, really? Interesting opinion there. Do we wear them in public? Sometimes. For recording videos and stuff, yeah. She's sleeping. Thank you for the reminders, Tizzy. I have to make a poll. There's actually no option for a poll. I'm not seeing the option to make a poll. It appears that the poll option is gone. Pretty weird. Yeah, we're still moving. It's not people pretending to be animals. 99% of people that are in fursuit just talk normally. It's like a mascot, man. It's a pretty wacky opinion that people seem to have, though. Why do you guys run around on all fours and eat canned food and stuff? Like, who does that? No one does that, man. You just put on the mask and it's colorful and it makes people smile. It's that simple. Why animals? Well, what else are we supposed to dress up as? Like, what else could we do? Like, it's the same thing as cosplay. People cosplay different characters from shows and stuff. I mean, I don't know, why not? Animals are cool. A lot of people feel like bonded to animals, you know, like if they feel like, you know, if they were an animal, they would be this animal. So it's like, it's just a way for people to like express themselves, you know. I'm not defensive towards you, brother. I'm just saying in general, a lot of people make really weird assumptions and stuff, and it's like, it's not really like, you know, it just makes no sense. People, if they don't get it, they like hate on it. I know you're not hating. If you were hating, you would have said something more rude, you know? Like, you would have been rude about it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, it's again, like, people can dress up however they want. Like, people do cosplay and stuff. People dress up like anime characters and stuff. Tons of different ways that you can express yourself and dress up and kind of get out of yourself. So it's just a different way of people doing that. What's up, Mix? It's good to see you, man. Hello, hello. I mean, yeah, but there's bad people all over the place that affect, you know, the perspective of a lot of stuff. Like, for example, look at politics right now. You know, most people were happy to like be either in the middle and not be political or whatever, but nowadays there's so many polarizing people on both sides of politics that people have really, really strong opinions, and you know, people will like pull examples and stuff. So it's kind of like that. Like, we got not a lot, but we got bad actors in you know, in the furry community, just like people do in politics, just like all that, you know. Well, again, that's not really a thing that most people are into. Thank you, Nix. I appreciate it. Are you, I don't know if you planned on making a payment today, like a fursuit payment, but that would be incredibly helpful if you did. We're still trying to come up with some money for rent tomorrow. But yeah, nobody really talks about the freaky stuff, you know? Again, I don't know who you're hearing that from, but it's not people in the furry community. So, yes. Well, have a good night, Saturn. Goodbye. Like, what about the fact that our president's name is on the Epstein files? What about that? Pretty weird, right? But nobody bats an eyelid to that. The guy's name is literally on a list of pedophiles. The president. But yeah, furries are the weird ones. And yes, being a furry is expensive. But if you make like your masks and stuff yourself, which I do, I made all this stuff on the table. Did not make the stuff on the floor, but you know. Stizzy's she's not getting up yet. It's way too early for her. And have a good night, Nix. Or morning, I should say. But yeah, I mean, people can draw and cherry pick stuff if they want, and it's also algorithm. Like, if you're constantly seeing stuff about furries doing weird stuff or whatever, maybe because you know, like, that's what you're interacting with, you know. So there's really not a lot of furries at all that do bad stuff. So Of course, there is a few, but that doesn't speak for everybody. Just like, people that play video games. There was one time a guy that went and killed another guy, um, like, because of Call of Duty, like, lost a 1v1 or something. I was trying to remember, but he went and killed him. He found him in the real world and killed him. And it's like, does that mean that people that play video games are prone to violence, or that it's going to work their brain and make them go do stuff like that? Hell no. Most people that play games, play them, they get off the game, and they're fine. It's nothing bad. And neither do we, Court. That's definitely not something that you want to do, because it will end up in your algorithm. I get it, man. But again, you just have to remind yourself that a lot of people are not involved in that. So it's a safe assumption to say that the vast majority of people are not into that. Like, and also not only that, but people like myself, I don't support that kind of stuff at all. I'm well aware that there are adults out there that make inappropriate art and stuff. It is what it is. I can't really stop them from doing that, but I'm damn sure not about to be friends with them. Damn sure not about to promote them, and I don't condone it. So they can do what they want, and I also think it's weird. So, what can you do though? Certain type of style and cartoonish look. That's just a style that people prefer, There's all different kinds of fursuits. There's actually some fursuit like styles where people use their own real eyeballs, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the fur and it ends right around their eye, and you could see the real eyes instead of them being toony eyes, and it's so weird. I don't really like those ones. Then you get my style, which is like sleek and slender, like, detailed. Some people have bigger bases in general, the positioning in the eyes. So there's a lot of different stuff, that can affect it. Tons of styles. I'm live at 7 in the morning to try and make money for rent. And that's why I'm live. We need money for the rent. Yeah, I mean, the cartoony style is definitely like the most popular, with like the big eyes and stuff, like exaggerated features. It's just a way to exaggerate the things that you like. Like, say, you love cats, and one of your favorite parts about cats is their cute little ears or something. So you can make yourself a cat fursuit and make it have big ears, or make them have really small ears, and you can make them whatever color you want. It's cool. It's like a mix and match. It's like a video game. There's a tons of styles scored. Tons. But yeah, I mean, it's like a tattoo artist, If you go to a tattoo artist and you ask them to do their interpretation of this tattoo, of a certain thing or whatever, everybody's got a different style. You're never going to get the same exact tattoo done by different people, because they're different. The brains work different. Again, that just matters the quality of the suit, I don't really usually line my fursuit heads because I don't need to. It's more of a style thing. It's much more comfortable without them lined, much more breathable, less hot. There's a lot of stuff you could do, like having a moving jaw that opens up helps release a lot of that, the hot air from your breath and stuff. There's plenty of stuff you could do to make it more manageable. Some people put fans on the inside of their head, like there's a hidden little fan in there. But also the weather, man, if you're trying to have a fursuit like in a full suit on a hot day, good luck. Yeah, Stizzy's right. This year, Pride, Toledo Pride, the city that we live in, we didn't even get to record a video at it. We went in a public suit and stuff at Pride, and it was just too hot. We just couldn't do it. It was 90-something plus degrees. All the days it was 90-something degrees, and it was like, dude, we could have went out there and did it, but most of the video would have been us just being like, man, it's hot as hell. We're both melting right now. It's tough. Wait, well, would furries get hate because, you know, when you joined and you said that you see a lot of like, you know, inappropriate stuff, people hate because they also see the inappropriate stuff, but they're not smart enough to realize that that's not everybody. That doesn't apply to everybody, man. Like, again, what I said earlier about the video game guy, the one guy who killed somebody else over a video game. That doesn't mean that all people who play games are risky or violent. That's not what it means. But a lot of people can't separate it. They see it. They see one furry do one bad thing, and they're like, "See what I mean? Furries suck." That's you know, like that's not how it works, man. That's just one person who did something bad. It's not all the people. Yes, generalizations. That's what ruins a lot of stuff. People seem to forget that everybody is their own individual. That sounds great, Max. I appreciate it very much, for real. I'll have to keep you updated, Max, later on and let you know how the live goes and stuff. But yeah, I mean, Court, a good example of somebody who ruins the fandom and stuff is Pink Gemini. Dressing up like a child. Who's dressing up like a child? What are you talking about? I think you need to go back to bed. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. These are animals, not children. I'm not dressing up as little Timmy. I'm dressing up as Jibby. Holy moly. Good night, love. But yeah, what I was saying is Pink Gemini is a terrible person. They mess with us constantly. They say some really, really whack stuff. Like one of our outdoor stray cats just died yesterday, and I made an announcement in our Discord, and immediately Pink Gemini, they have like a fake account in our server somewhere. They're one of the people pretending they're they're just hiding. They're being all like I don't know, man. They're just whack. You know, one of our outdoor cats died, and they're like, well, you shouldn't even keep them outside, and blah, blah, blah. Why are they even out? Because they're stray cats, and I'm highly allergic. They wandered up to our house one day. We took the best care of them that we could. Stuff happens. Sometimes people die, too, not just animals. Sometimes people be dying, too. It sounds great, Bex. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I actually don't, I don't even have a way to, to check, but I'm sure it went through, for sure. That sounds good, Tater. You have a wonderful night, or day, morning, Jesus. Good morning from Toledo, Ohio. What you doing out in Kansas? Holy moly. I forget Kansas is a state sometimes. It's so random. I guess it's not random if you're from there, but I just feel like there's not too many people down there. True, Acorn's out there in freaking Israel. Or yeah, Israel. What's up from Indianapolis? Oh, hello. Come on vacation, leave on probation. That's crazy. Probably because there's not too many people there. So like you come out on vacation and the local law enforcement is like, we need to get some more like bookings or whatever. So they just bust you for whatever. Yeah, I like shekels. They're cool. It sounds more fun than dollars. What's up from Virginia? Hello. People from all over the world watching. It's awesome. Welcome in, Andy. Hello, hello. What's up, Skater? I hope everybody's having a good morning. Super freaking early, but thank you, Acorn. We do love those schmeckles. I like adding an M. I know it's shekels, but schmeckles sounds funnier. Also, there's no... Oh, I'm not even on my action... Oh, now I know why I couldn't make a poll. I was on the wrong account. Oh my god. Hold up. I was on the wrong account, bro. I'm just... Oh my... Oh my god. $1 p.m.? That's definitely a better time than it is here. You're in Komomo. Yeah, I wonder where that is. Indiana. Okay. Komomo, Indiana. Interesting. That's pretty dope. I'm a fan of people being from all over. If we were all living in the same city, we'd all be the same. I like people from all over. Diversity and stuff. Did you guys hear about all the crazy stuff going on in North Carolina lately? It's been a lot of like shootings and stuff. Pretty whack. Just random shootings like in parking lots and stuff. Not anywhere that we're going to be living, but not too far away from where we're going to be moving to. It's been a little wild out there in North Carolina. For sure. People are losing their minds lately, guys. Oh, what's up with people? They gotta just take a chill pill. Calm down. Biddy said, bust down, throw it around. He said, bust down, throw it around. That is what he said. That was his motto. Thank you for coming in here and doing nothing but tagging yourself. Goodbye forever. See ya. We're going to be moving to Lexington, North Carolina. What is happening here? Oh, they got unhidden. Okay. Wow. Shout out to them. They just joined just to spam their own name. Nice. That must be fun. What a fun thing to do. Team Starbase right now. What's that mean? I don't even know what that means. Team Starbase. What's up, Fox Boy? Hello. Nah, it's all good, Emma. It happens. Don't worry about it. That's what happens, like, usually when we have, like, a bunch of moderators here. A bunch of mods are trying to, like, mute people at the same time. Sometimes it accidentally unmutes them. It happens. Oh, Pokemon, that's cool. Playing some Pokemons, huh? What's up, Codex? The live is happening now, yes. You're right. Hope you're doing alright. We've had a very, very busy week. Very crazy week. Went on vacation with my family. Some other stuff happening. Not good stuff. But overall, we're happy to be back at home and back on schedule starting today. We just gotta, today I'm mostly gonna be streaming to try and make some money for rent. And after today, right back to the fursuit grind. Just needed, Yeah, we're doing okay, Codex. It really, it sucks, man. It really sucks. You know, people are like, some people have some crazy takes about it. They're like, well, the cats shouldn't have been outside and stuff. Like, dude, they were stray cats to begin with. They were never in our house. It's not like they lived with us and we kicked them out. They were stray cats to begin with. And when we left, they were not sick. Bitty was not sick. We came back, so it is what it is. In a few hours, I'm going to end the live and I'm going to be digging in my grave in the front yard. We can't afford to have him cremated, unfortunately. So, yeah, Fred, it definitely sucks, man. For sure. Thank you, Codex. It's really tough, man. I'm severely allergic, so we couldn't really keep them inside. But I was hoping that when we moved, maybe we could have figured something out. Even though we're not getting like a bigger house necessarily, I was hoping that maybe we could use one of our bedrooms and just keep him in there with Bonbon. Like build Bonbon her cage and he can have the rest. Happened. One of our outdoor cats died. They're not even our cats. Let me specify that. But yeah, he was, he's one of our stray cats, I should say. He found us one day when he was like a little baby. We've been taking care of him for like a year and a half, and he passed away yesterday in a really bad, messed up way. He was like, I'm not even gonna get into it, but yeah, he died in a very bad way. He got poisoned or something. I don't know. He must have ate something bad or something. I thought maybe he had rabies, but I don't think it was rabies. I think he had some type of poisoning or something. Yeah, it was terrible. He died in my arms, in our arms, I should say. Me and Stizzy, both of us. We were there. We were comforting him and stuff, and my voice was the last thing that he heard. Abusing they're outdoor cats, but that's why I'm not even gonna really keep talking about it. They're called outdoor stray cats. Also, we weren't even home when they got sick. But yeah, keep saying just random things. Just go ahead and say random stuff though, why don't you? Why not? A stray cat got sick when we were on vacation. Was never even our cat to begin with. But somehow that's my fault? Gotcha. I think you should go find something else to do, Ronald. Like a hobby or something. Probably Codex. That's what our neighbor said. I was talking to my neighbor a little bit. She said probably that. Really unfortunate, seriously, man. Like, it was very unexpected, When we came back, he wasn't here, which is normal. Usually when we come back from a vacation, he's like out wandering around and stuff. He comes back the next day. So I came out the next morning. He still wasn't out there. So I was looking for him and stuff, couldn't find him. Went to the store. When I came back from the store, he was just laying in the driveway, like struggling to breathe and stuff and all that. I'm not gonna go into detail, but when I came home from the store, he was in the driveway, and from that point, he died about 20 minutes later. So I called multiple vets. I was trying to figure out what I could do, where I could bring him. The first two vets I checked were closed. It's like 4 hours away. Yeah, we're definitely moving further from some people and closer to others, though. Well, some people are sad that we're moving away, but some people are happy because we're moving closer to them, and there's a higher chance that we'll be able to meet them. Like Emma, and we're going to be 4 hours away from you, maybe we'll go to a con that's in your direction, and you'll be at that con, and because we move, we'll be able to meet, which is awesome. We've already met so many cool people. I want to keep that list going, man. So many awesome people to meet out there. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. What's up, Natalia? We're not moving to Missouri, we're moving to North Carolina, Fred. I got you, Acorn. I've never heard of that holiday. I hope you have fun during it, though. It's like time for bonding and stuff, you know? Set the screens down, eat some family dinners. That's awesome, Fred. North Carolina, from what we've heard, is, you know, like, pretty, I guess. That's the simplest way to put it. Everybody says it's beautiful, the nature and stuff. I'm excited. We're both really excited. Me and Stizzy, we've only ever lived in Ohio. We've never lived anywhere else, so this will be a really big change for us. But a good change, though. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it. I've never heard of that, Acorn. But again, hopefully you get some quality bonding time. I'm sure that seems like the point of the holiday. You better, Emma. You better. We would expect nothing less. Thank you, Natalia. I made all the fursuits myself. Well, the heads, I should say. True, Acorn. You're going to help educate us about stuff from around the world. That's pretty cool, Fred. I hope they're happy. I hope they like it out there. We're moving, in case you didn't hear, we're moving to Lexington, North Carolina, which is in the middle of the state. We're not going to be in the mountains. We're not going to be by the water, but, you know. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Codex. I really support people being able to move wherever they want. It's really tough for people, for some people I should say, to up and move, you know, because of their job or family or friends or whatever, but we're happy. We're in a situation where we're able to up and move. I mean, obviously we're going to be moving away from some friends and family and stuff, but with our job being what it is, we have a unique opportunity to be able to travel, and over the next 15, 20 years, we're probably going to keep moving around the country and experiencing different things, and it's going to be awesome. That's so random, Acorn. How many holidays do you guys got? I always thought that would be a pretty interesting job, Fred. I could have been like a security guy or maybe bouncer or something, but I just didn't end up doing that in life. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of holidays, Acorn. Yeah, I feel that, Codex. I mean, you know, we're the opposite. We grew up in the north in Ohio. It's just nothing but cornfields. There's no hills. There's no mountains. There's not really too much wildlife. There's just not much going on. So I can't wait to move down there. Be completely fresh for me, anyway. You know, because I've never even really spent very much time in the South, like at all. So I mean, I've been to Florida like once or twice and stuff. Went to Myrtle Beach once. Aside from that, though, you know, massive change for us. What's up, Void Whisper? Hello, hello. Yeah, for sure, Fred. I remember you, man. You've been gone for a bit, but you know, happy to see you back though. We don't own this house. We're just renting. But our new house that we're getting, we're also renting, but the rent will be a lot cheaper though. Yeah, I hope so, Codex. We've done a lot of research, and I know that there's a lot of good and bad to come out of it. Like, for example, one of the bad things, I didn't even want to bring this up because I don't really like the stereotype or anything, but we saw multiple different sources saying that like the area that we're moving to is super racist and stuff, and I'm not very excited about that. There's just some stuff that's bad, some stuff that's good. We're moving to a smaller town, so we're not really going to have too many things to do in our like immediate vicinity, which is another not great thing. But then on the positive side, smaller town living, it's going to be much more quiet, much more peaceful, less chance of like crime and stuff since there's just less people overall. It's just a quiet little town. So I don't know. It's like you said, the community. It's a smaller town but bigger community. In the city, nobody really. It's just, yeah, you pass by a million people a day, but you don't actually get to know any of them. Fred, I don't even know who the governor would be. I actually try to stay out of politics for the most part, but there's so much politics going on lately. It's difficult not to, because you know politics they affect everybody, whether you like it or not. I just remember 10, 15, 20 years ago, and I could say that because I'm about to be 30. I remember when I was younger, you know, if you didn't agree with somebody on something, you didn't have to hate them for it. Nowadays, if you disagree on something, you know, you might as well fight to the death. Block each other on Facebook, can't be friends. It's very sad. We're moving to Lexington, North Carolina. I don't know what the last part of the message was, Fred, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's so unfortunate, Codex. I get it's a super heavy topic. It's gonna be really weird for us as well, because like we live in an area where there are people of every race, every age, every type of background. The majority of the people that we live around aren't the same race as us, and I feel comfortable, completely comfortable. I've always felt comfortable living where we do. It's just crazy that so many people, that's like a defining thing for them. They're like, you know, what, depending on the color of your skin, I like you or don't like you, or I trust you or don't. It's messed up, man. It's really messed up. I'm not very excited to go down there, and I'm sure I'm probably gonna maybe see some signs or hear some people talking about something. It's definitely gonna piss me off. But racism is nothing new. I would have thought that we would have beat it by now, though. You know, I mean, they abolished slavery and all this stuff like freaking forever ago, and you still get people that did not move on. Their brains cannot process. They just can't. But thank you for the love on dragons. Appreciate it. Let's not bring a bunch of politics into the chat, though, guys, please. I know I briefly mention stuff every now and then, but it's not like a political stream or anything. So we'll try to just keep it not too political. Codex, I've lived everywhere though, man. I grew up in the suburbs, where like when I was going to high school, there was like, I think out of over 2,300 people in our school, there was only like, I could count on one hand how many people of color were there. Like I grew up in one area, now we live in a completely other area, like a different area. It's almost reversed. I just want to find somewhere where everybody's happy, brother. That's it. I want to live somewhere where no bad stuff happens, nobody's hating. Like, I just need to find the perfect city. I don't know where that exists at, though. I just don't. Everywhere's got issues. Yeah, I mean, Acorn, I don't know what to say, man. It's unfortunate. That's just where you live, though. You can't control what your government does or any of that stuff. I'm not even asking you if you agree or not. It doesn't really pertain to me, but it's just unfortunate, man. You live in a place where people are doing certain things, and it sucks. It sucks, dude. Probably don't agree with it. I mean, Codex, just take pride in knowing that there's people like me around the world that don't put up with that kind of stuff. I don't put up with racism. I don't put up with sexism. I don't put up with any of that stuff. I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten myself into trouble for standing up for the rights of others and stuff, especially back when I was in school. I got expelled from high school like every year for causing trouble. So, yeah. I was never a bully, though. I bullied the bullies. I found the people that like to talk crap and like to get into fights, and I was like, yo, I like to do that stuff. Thank you, Jem. I made all the masks myself. They're not for sale, but I do commissions, though. I mean, for sure, Fred. I understand, having like hurricanes and stuff definitely would bring people together. People lose everything and they have to rely on each other to rebuild. So, yeah, I get how it could bring the community, together. Yeah, yeah, this one's bought. It's on a payment plan, though. Yeah, it's so hard to sell stuff nowadays, Codex. It's tough, man. There's so many fursuit makers and competition and stuff. It's hard. Like if we didn't have our community and stuff in our stream, I don't know how long it would take me to sell stuff. It's tough out here, dude. It's really tough. Also, Codex, side note, I don't want to bring this up every time we see you, but I'm really excited to make your stuff, and I hope that you understand that when I do make it, when I get around to it, which will not be that long, it's going to look so good. I mean, looking at the stuff in front of you right here, this is all like, Stizzy and Jibbers are my 4th and 5th fully furred heads and all that, so by the time I make your stuff, I'm going to be even better, always growing, so I think that hopefully it's worth it in your eyes, a little bit of a longer wait and stuff to be able to get something that's literally worth so much more money, though. And I know it's not a little bit longer of a wait, but it's a bit longer of a wait, but again, for what you're going to be getting, amazing. Very excited to see how I keep progressing and how much better my work gets over the years and stuff. It's going to get wild. Folks are old school. For sure, Fred. That's That's a good and a bad thing, though. Some old school people are a little too old school, if you know what I mean. I like old school people. I like listening to stories and stuff, but sometimes those stories take a funky turn because it was a different time back then. So, you know. Jem, you can, we sell everything through Discord. We don't have like a website or anything. Natalia, it just depends on the complexity of the suit. And thank you, Ember and Jasper, I appreciate it. And Acorn, I'm trying not to cough, but it happens. It happens. Stizzy's got rain sounds that she's listening to, so she can't even hear me talking or coughing. I don't even know who that is, Fred, but they sound cool. Again, I'm cool with old school stuff. I'm also really excited. One of the coolest things I think about North Carolina that I'm excited for is that it's a part of the Rust Belt, which, if nobody knows what the Rust Belt is, it's back when like coal mining and stuff was big, and they set up all these towns and stuff and built a bunch of infrastructure, and then the jobs left, but the stuff stayed. So there's like a ton of abandoned towns, like entire towns and stuff. Big factories, abandoned mines, like a bunch of cool stuff to explore. If you like urbex, you know, urban exploration type stuff, which I do, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. That's true. It's so sad. History is so sad, man. So sad. I was watching XQC the other day. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but he was watching remastered footage, like colorized footage from the 1930s, which originally obviously was in black and white, but they use like AI or filters or something to make it in color and make it look like better, like they recreate it like higher quality. And XQC was like, he just like saw some little kid walking on the sidewalk, and the kid was like all dirty and like this like looked like a work outfit and stuff. He was like, hey, the kid looks like he's coming home from work. And then he was like, oh, because of the time he realized that kid was coming home from work. They used to have kids working jobs back then in like the 30s. Little kids, little 10-year-olds working in a coal mine. Ugh, that's terrible. Oh, let's go. Oh my god, 2 different people made Fursuit payments today, and then Nix is making one as well. Dude, let's go. Bring back bullying. Guess who the bully would be? If bullying, like if I was into it, guess who the bully would be? It would be me. Brother, why would I need my dad's approval of anything that I do? If you are like seeking your parents' approval when you're in your 20s or 30s, you're a beta. You're a beta. You're a beta. You're a beta, bruh. Oh, I'm so triggered. I'm so triggered. So triggered that I'm just gonna block you and move on. Goodbye, your mom. What a great name. No profile picture. Rage baiting at not even 8 a.m. Yeah, I don't know what's so funny about the name Your Mom. Brother, their name is Your Mom, and they're trolling people at not even 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. Who's pathetic? I'm at work right now. I'm making money, man. Just since I got up today, I've gotten $325 worth of Fursuit payments, and it's not even 8 a.m. What have they done? Probably taken 325 poops. It's probably how many days they've stayed up for. Bunny mask? I've never made a bunny fursuit yet, but I definitely could. Ugh. Yeah, Acorn's 100. Right. Hey, Acorn, did I ask you if you wanted to be a mod before? I feel like you'd be a good mod, right? You want to be a mod? I feel like I've asked you before. Have you? Were you a mod at one point? I forget. What's up, Fred? Go ahead. Acorn is very cool. We've known Acorn for quite a while now. You don't mind? Well, it's up to you. Like, do you want to be a mod? I don't want to like make you a mod and then all of a sudden, you know, you're like focused on trying to ban people. I don't want to like ruin your viewing experience. But if you want to be a mod, I'd be happy to make you one. You've been around for a long time. We trust you. You don't ever say anything like whack or crazy. So. Okay, that sounds good, Acorn. If you ever want to stop modding, if it's like too stressful or whatever, just let us know. The wise nut. True. And we appreciate it a lot, Jem. Normally, I have my beautiful wife Stizzy next to me, but she's sleeping because it's so early. I'm on the grind. I'm trying to make that money. Go live a lot. You know, our algorithm was insane for a while, guys. We were pulling like 60,000 views on a 4-hour stream. So I'm trying to keep it like that. We were on vacation for 4 days, and we had a really terrible day yesterday. Some stuff happened, so we've had like basically we only went live one time in 5 days, and it like kind of I think it may have kind of ruined our algorithm a little bit. So I'm trying to get the algorithm back to what it was by going live an absurd amount of time until the algorithm sees that we're back. That's the plan. Yeah, we're moving to North Carolina, to Lexington, North Carolina. It's gonna be a big switch, man. And Natalia, it just depends on how complicated it is, but this head right here took me about 75 hours to make. The purple one took me about 75 hours to make, and this one in the middle took me probably 65 hours to make. So not quite as long, but still a while though. Thank you so much, Mike. We really do appreciate it. We've done so much research about the area that we're moving to, and I think that it overall is a really awesome area. So you're the one that's gonna make my fursuit cool, huh? What does that mean? I'll make you a fursuit for money, bro. But yeah, we're very excited. You know, we've got some time to save up and everything. We've got friends in the area, so we're not moving in blind. It's going to be a change, a good change, crazy change. The heads are not for sale, but if they were for sale, this one would be about $2,100. The purple one would be about $2,000. And this one was for sale, but recently sold. I was giving a special deal because we're moving soon, and I sold it for $1,500 for the one in the middle here. I think I might have just missed your question there, Fred. Let me see if I can find it. Is there a lot of straight furries? Oh, that was your question. I mean, yeah. I would say the majority of furries are probably somewhere in the LGBTQ spectrum, because I say that like because we've known so many people that aren't straight in this community, but there are other straight furries for sure. Like I'm completely straight, but my wife is bi. I mean, she's with me, so she's in a straight relationship, but she is bi. Like, there's a lot of people that are not completely straight in the fandom, but there is a lot that are, though. It's not like like everybody isn't. What's in the bag? It's 420. And we live in Ohio. Yeah, Darth, Fred used to be here a while back. They used to join the live, a couple months ago, I would say. I hope you enjoy helping out, as a mod, Acorn. I know you don't like those stinky haters. Neither do we. That's all good, Acorn. You live too far from Ohio? That's cool. I've lived in Ohio my whole life, which, to put a number on that, I'll be 30 years old November 7th. So, I'll be turning 30 in a little over a month. And I have never lived anywhere but Ohio. I've lived in multiple places in Ohio. Like, pretty much I've lived all over northern Ohio. That's it, though. I've never lived in southern Ohio. I've never lived outside of this state ever. You're in Erie? Oh, like Erie, Pennsylvania. That's cool. That's cool. I wonder, did you ever go to Anthrocon? Wouldn't that be crazy, Codex? Imagine if I just had a bag of helium just laying around ready. Whenever I wanted to, I could just take a little puff of it and my voice changes. There's also some other thing that makes your voice lower. Helium makes your voice higher, but there's something out there that makes your voice really low. You sound like a demon after you inhale it. Can't think of what it is, though. From Romania? That's really cool. Do you live in Romania right now? Or feel free to not, you don't have to say. I'm just curious, We meet people from all around the world, and I don't think that we've met anybody from Romania. I'm sure there's people that live there, but they've never told us, I'm in Romania right now. That's pretty cool that you do. That's awesome. What's life like in Romania? What's it like? Starts with a B. I think it does too. I think it's I give up again. Too many scientific words out there. What's up, Stripes? Sorry, it took me a second to see your comment. It's just me here right now. I know there's not a ton of chat, but you could still miss a comment or two. My bad if I do, by the way. Pretty cool. That's awesome. So we're chill here. I would imagine. I don't really hear anything crazy about Romania. I never hear oh, this crazy thing happened in Romania and or whatever. It seems pretty chill over there. I'm doing all right, Stripes. I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing good too. Yeah, that's all good, Acorn. I'm perfectly fine modding it myself right now. So, Natalia, what would you say is the coolest part about living in Romania, do you think? What's the coolest part? Is it the food? Is the food really good? Or maybe the holidays around there, so awesome? I don't know what kind of holidays you got, but I don't know. What makes it awesome? Oh, what's up, Squiggles? It's good to see you. I almost didn't see you join. That would be really cool, Fred. They better let you, dude. If they don't, I'm gonna file a complaint. The Sarmales? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. Oh, sulfur. That's what it is, sulfur. I swear, man. When I read that, that made sense to me. I remember it being that. I would have never thought of it though, but at one point I did know that. That's crazy. Oh, that's the national food. Let me look that one up. I want to know what this looks like. The Romanian national food. Sarmales. Let's see. Sour cabbage leaves wrapped around a mixture of ground meat, rice, and herbs, and cooked in a tomato sauce. Interesting. I would totally try that. I actually like cabbage a lot. I like steamed cabbage with like some butter and stuff. Oh Lord, so good. And it's good for you too. Now what's up, Shadow? I'm good. Are you good? I don't know if I'm good, but I'm doing okay though. Yeah, I've never tried that before. I'll have to keep an eye on if I ever see that as an option on the menu or anything. I'll have to try it out. For sure, Jem. We'll catch you later. Thanks for joining the live today. And no, I don't believe in God, but I don't judge you if you do or any of that stuff. I would never hold it against anybody if they are religious in any way. I'm not, so hopefully you won't hold it against me that I'm not, you know. If I was huffing helium, then my voice would be high. It's weed. And the thing I'm doing it out of is a $500 machine. I know. I ain't mad at you. But, yeah, this is called a Volcano. This thing costs $500. Yeah, I love waking and baking. That's all I really do. All we really do is like smoke. We don't really like drink or do anything else too much. Well, we do drink sometimes, but we just recently started drinking more. Yeah, I always smoke right away, right when I wake up, and throughout the day. We live just south of Michigan, so yeah, I just drive up there, and they have like really, really cheap stuff. For example, I got a whole O for $45. You could get pre-rolls for less than $1 each that are sitting at almost 30%. It's crazy, man. It's actually cheaper than food, cheaper than cigarettes, cheaper than vaping, cheaper than anything. Yeah, the prices around here are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you could get, again, like, they run specials and all that, but the stuff I usually get, I get like more mid-tier stuff. I don't like the really cheap stuff, but you could go even cheaper. God, I can't talk. I got like, like I said, the O for 45, which is a really good O. It's like sitting around 30%. All these pre-rolls, I think I got like, there was a deal 28 for 25, so it's like not even a $1 each, man. It's insane. We moved all the way to Toledo just to go to the dispo. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I think I might be having a stroke or something. God damn. I'm gonna be turning 30 years old soon, so I think my brain is slowing down. What's up, Stripes? I'm glad that you're just chilling. That's what I'm doing. You gotta take some time to chill every now and then. Well, that's cool, friend. I support you in your beliefs and all that. Like I said, I'm not judging anybody for being any type of religion or anything. I don't judge people at all for anything, really, unless they're hurting somebody. Let's see. I got this volcano in 2023. So I've had this volcano for 2.5 years, and then I have this Yo Dabba Dabba E-Nail and a really nice glass piece with a double puck percolator and a Z ice catch. That glass piece was $250, and the E-Nail that's attached to it was another like $225. Oh yeah, I mean dude, these volcanoes, I mean they cost $500. They've always costed that much. I've known about them since I was a teenager. My uncle, he had a volcano, but it was an really early version of it. His had, like, this one is different. You open up this chamber and you put the stuff inside of there, and then you attach it to the top. Blows the hot air up. The old one though, didn't do it with hot air like in the same way necessarily. You're in immense pain. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Dang. I hope it stops. What the heck? I still liked it, just to send, some good vibes hopefully. But yeah, it's very nice. The old one used to have like a little drawer that you would put it in, and it had a tube. This one doesn't have that. It just has the bags and stuff. Yeah, I've got a good one of those as well. Hello. This is ours. It's a little dirty at the moment, but we have it set up for dabs. We've got the E-Nail here. But yeah, this thing, you could change the temperature and all that. This is like $250 for the glass piece. It's Zombie Hand Studios out of Las Vegas. Yeah, I gave up smoking cigarettes years ago, Fred. I'm really happy that I did. Well, I'm glad that, me helping or me streaming is able to help you, Woke. I'm sorry that you're in pain, for real. I got that, the glass piece and the E-Nail both, maybe 8 years ago, and they both are still completely fine. The glass piece needs a new female to male connector for it's like a 12 mil, I think, or 14 maybe, but it needs one more connector piece that broke. But other than that, it's all good. Just gotta buy a new piece. And the E-Nail works completely fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. With how well it is for that low. Are you talking about a glass piece? Because I mean, yeah, they got all kinds of budgets for sure. I went through so many glass pieces in my day. Anything from bongs to bubblers to bowls, gravity bongs, you name it. Yeah, me too, actually, Acorn. Smoking does kill. Cigarettes and stuff will definitely kill you. Like, weed is actually helpful, there's a lot of scientific evidence behind that. And also, this volcano thing in the bag, this is by far the healthiest way to smoke. When you're doing it out of the bag, it's only hot air that's creating the smoke. So it's more like vapor. Whenever you light it with a lighter, it's just chemicals and stuff from the butane. Then also like the weed burning that much creates like carcinogens and stuff. It's just bad. This is the healthiest way to do it. Also the most expensive way as well. But also, I found out, guys, that I have plantar fasciitis. I've been having pain in my left heel, for months and months and months, and it's getting really bad now. And I found out finally what I have. It's called plantar fasciitis. It sucks, dude. I'm glad to hear that your dad quit smoking a few years ago. That's awesome. I think I stopped smoking now maybe like 3 years ago, so it's been a few years. But I can't imagine how much happier my body is. Yeah, that snuff is crazy, man. I had a friend for a tiny bit. He moved from like North Carolina or somewhere in the South up to the town that we live in Northern Ohio. And he came over to my house one day, and I had no idea, but he used like chew or snuff or whatever, like the stuff that goes down in your lip. I saw him like spitting, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he showed me it. He was like embarrassed or whatever, but he showed me it, and then I tried it. Oh my god, bro! I put like the smallest amount. This is the only time I ever tried it, by the way. Swear to God, I put the smallest amount. After like 30 seconds, I had the craziest head rush ever. I felt like dizzy. It was insane. And then I went to spit it out, and it got like all in my mouth, and it made me throw up so bad. It was so terrible. It was like one of the worst experiences ever, man. I don't know how people enjoy that stuff. It was terrible, dude. Ugh. Just thinking about it, ugh. It was the worst, dude. Oy, oy. Yeah, unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, evil. A lot of people do start at a really young age, and that makes it really hard to quit. But I don't know, man. I'm guilty. I smoked myself for like almost, I would say in total I smoked cigarettes for like 7 or 8 years, but really happy that I stopped, and I'm definitely never going back. I actually, anytime I smell cigarette smoke, it's like, it smells really nasty. It smells terrible. I can smell it from a mile away, man. Like if somebody walked down the street in front of our house smoking a cigarette, I could probably smell it in my house. Yeah, Darth, we have a Discord server if you were ever interested in joining. I've had moonshine once. That's crazy, Fred. I mean, if you enjoy it, then you do you, man. I wish that cigarettes were, like, not so unhealthy, you know? If they weren't so dangerous for you, then I think I wouldn't really care. I would probably do it myself, but it's so bad for you, man. I had to convince myself it's just not worth it. Yeah, you have a good day too, Matt Abe. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Appreciate you. Absolutely, Squiggles. I can't believe that I smoked for so long. Like I said, since I stopped smoking, I can smell it from a mile away, and it smells terrible. And I can't believe that I was that person that was going around stinking it up everywhere. You know, everybody probably thought I smelled terrible because of the cigarette smoke. That was me for a long time. It's unfortunate. But they're just so bad for you, man. They're terrible. It's one of the worst things you could do. Like, smoking cigarettes is like probably just as bad as getting drunk every day, all day. Maybe worse. I don't know. Terrible, though. It's, for me, it's like 8 a.m. I'm glad to hear that, Acorn. At least they don't do it around you. Well, yeah. I mean, they are addictive. It's all the chemicals and stuff. You know, coming from me, I used to smoke. Like, I think that it's just a lot of people find reasons to justify it. They're like, I can stop whenever I want. That's what I told myself, and I could have, and I did eventually, but I just didn't really want to because they felt cool. Like, most of the time, I guess. Not like cool, like not cool like wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket. I just meant like most situations it felt like appropriate, you know. Like if I'm stressed, smoke one. If I'm happy, smoke one. If I'm taking a walk or whatever, smoke one. Like it just every situation called for it, so it seems so like appropriate. But now I'm like, it's just not. Oh man. No, you don't offend anybody, Fred. You're all good, dude. You're not offending anybody, man. Like I said, I don't blame you or anything, man. I know there's a few things that we may not uh, like agree on or whatever, but that's no reason to not be friends, you know. I just, I try to look out for people and give people good advice and stuff. And smoking is bad. It is bad for you, but yeah, everybody knows that. Look at there's like labels and stuff on the packaging that literally says it could give you cancer. It's not like a secret or anything, you know. I like to blast music in the car, Acorn. It's like 8 a.m. for me. So early. Oh, that sucks. That's like if I rode in the car with my mom. Be like, nope, I'm good. I don't want to listen to any of that. Squiggles, I have a similar story. One of my grandmas smoked her whole life. She smoked for like 60 years or something, and she was really struggling to go like up and down stairs. She couldn't do stuff like cut the grass or anything like that, which sucked for her because she was a very independent woman. She's used to, doing everything on her own. Her husband died when she was young. She never remarried, so she spent most of her life, doing everything herself. She also has a daughter with Down syndrome that she cares for. So yeah, she's just used to being a strong, independent woman, and she was really struggling because she smoked cigarettes, and she quit. And now, to this day, she's doing so much better. Like she quit smoking maybe 5 years ago or something, and even though she's gotten older since then, she said she feels much younger, which is awesome. So ever since she quit, she said she started reverse aging. Like every year she feels younger instead of older, which is cool. It's awesome. To your new house? What do you mean? Did you like move or something? That's unfortunate, for sure. There's a lot of people that are very stubborn. I know one of my family members on my stepdad's side, uh, she's addicted to coffee. She drinks so much coffee, and we all told her to like drink decaf, everybody told her to drink decaf instead of caffeinated. She would always drink fully caffeinated coffee, and caused her to have like an irregular heartbeat and stuff, and she had to get surgery, like open heart surgery, and she survived that, and then continued to drink coffee and stuff, and she was like a smoker, and And literally, as she's sitting at home recovering from the surgery, she's like still trying to get cigarettes and stuff. And I know that because I used to go over and help walk the dog. I used to help them out a little bit, so just like random stuff. And the one time she asked me to pick her up cigarettes, she tried to give me like $20, and she was like, "Just give me one pack and keep the change." And I was like, "Hell nah! You want me to buy you a pack of cigarettes? Yeah, like you just had surgery, open heart surgery, like 2 weeks ago. Not doing it." I don't know what you're talking about, Z. I don't make video games. I don't know too much about Leonard Skinner, to be honest. Is Dizzy sleeping? I slept pretty much all day yesterday. We had a really bad day. With that small company that are working on a game. I just don't even know what you're talking about. I don't make video games or anything. We're not working with anybody on any games or anything. There is somebody who I think is working on a game, and they wanted to make our, like, put us in the game, like our characters as like quest givers or whatever. So say you're like playing the game, suddenly you'll run into Gibbers and he'll give you a quest or whatever, but they just asked us if they could do that. We said yeah. We're not like working with them on it though. Yeah, for sure. They wanted to put Stizzy and Gibbers in the game, which was cool. We're gonna be famous, guys. Building a house in really interesting. That's so cool. I remember Acorn when me and my mom, stepdad, and when our family moved from Parma to Brunswick, and we were having a house built. We would come out like every couple weeks to check on the house and the progress and stuff, and it was really cool. I like seeing stuff that's like in construction. It's really cool. I remember coming out when they were digging the basement out in the early days, and then after that, as the framing and stuff is getting done, climbing around on that a little bit. It's cool. It's kind of cool to see how it's done. For sure, Fred. I'm not too worried about it, man. Thank you for the good wishes, man. I mean, tweaking, it's all good. You don't have to be a member. We know that you care a lot about the channel and the content and stuff. You've been here for forever, What's up, Hasbro? Good morning. I've been up since 5:30. Good morning, Ramono. What up, what up? That's pretty cool. That's a really, that's a young age for them to be teaching German. Like, multiple languages. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, Hasbro, I slept pretty much all day yesterday because of what happened. Ah, that sucks, Hasbro. I found out that, I have, what is it called? Plantar fasciitis in my left heel. And we're fresh off of vacation, so my heel's not feeling too great. I hope you feel better soon, bro. Yeah, I didn't go to a doctor or anything, but I'm just assuming that I had plantar fasciitis because that's what Bax told me based on all the stuff that I said. And then once they told me that, I did a lot of research, and yeah. Punctured your plantar. Oh, yoy. That sucks. Thank you, Roboto. I'm really trying to, we're going to bury him in a little bit. We don't have enough money to get him cremated, but what we're going to do is keep a couple of his furs and maybe a whisker or two, have him made into like, jewelry or something custom. So we'll have something, and then I'm going to bury him. I wanted to bury him in the front. I don't want to like create a scene or anything, I guess. I don't know, maybe we'll do it in the backyard. I just wanted it to be somewhere where we could drive by and see. I don't think we're gonna do all that, Hasbro. I think we're just cool with the fur and stuff. We have a bunch of pictures and memories and stuff. He's been on live so many times. We have a lot of ways to remember him. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to get sad. Yesterday was the saddest day I've had in a long time. Time to play Pokemon. Heck yeah. We haven't been playing too much Pokemon. Well, thank you for binging all of our content this weekend. I hope that you liked everything you saw. Goodbye, Fred. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, I just haven't been playing it too much. I've been busy with other stuff, trying to get Fursuit stuff done. And before that, we put out that video. We have to try and put out more content really, really soon, too. We don't want to fall off. And the holiday season is some of the best views. So we got to do 2 videos this month. We're going to do, one of them is going to be Spirit Halloween. Then the other one will be a corn maze. We're going to go to a corn maze and try and complete it in suit. So that'll be fun. Well, Hasbro, yesterday, even though it was super sad, this whole week was kind of really eye-opening for me, Like, going on family vacation was awesome. It just kind of put everything into perspective. My mom covered everything. She paid for all of it, the food, the hotel. She even gave me gas money, and when I tried to give it back, she, got mad. She was like, take it. So, yeah, it's just, insane. It's crazy, man. I need to be able to do that for ourselves. What she does for other people, we can't even do that for ourselves. So I need to work harder to be able to do everything, and especially with Biddy, that should have never happened. I felt comfortable having him outside. We've had him as an outdoor cat for forever, but ideally, if I was working a lot harder, I probably could have made us enough money to move out of this house sooner. We could have took him with us, but it is what it is. I'm not saying I blame myself. Hindsight is always 20/20. But what I'm saying is that I learned that, I don't know, man. I put everything into perspective for me, man. I used to work 60, 70 hours a week GMing, and I put a lot of time into the streams and stuff, and Fursuit work. on a lot of days, but I do have some free time that I could be doing even more. Is what I'm saying. Like I just need to work, so that we can chill. You know, that's it. I don't ever want to like have bad stuff happen because we don't have enough money. Or like right now, we don't even have the money that we need to pay rent yet. Let alone get him cremated. I wanted to get Benny cremated so we can get his ashes, but we can't even afford that. So it's just like, man, this sucks in so many ways, you know. Yeah, I just want to be in a better spot. My credit is terrible. I'm gonna be 30 in a little over a month. We're moving in a little over 2 months. It's just crazy. There's a lot going on right now. My stepdad is having open heart surgery. My mom is probably gonna have to have hip replacement surgery, and she's only 54. Like, there's so much bad going on. So much stressful stuff everywhere. But I have to like not let any of that get to me. I have to like just work harder so that when stuff happens, you know, we need to be able to take care of ourselves and maybe even lend a hand to other people if they need a hand. Good morning, good morning. Sorry to be all like sad. I'm not trying to be sad or anything. Just a lot of stressful stuff going on lately. We're gonna try to just move past all of it and keep working through it. You know, you can't let everything get you down. You have to try and keep yourself lifted up. Try and just keep positive as you can. I did not know that, Natalia. That's cool. What's up, Smudge? It's good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, definitely. You have to be hands, bro. What can you do, man? Even if everything is like seems to be going wrong, it's not forever. You know, we're still really excited to move, and that's why I want to work hard and try and figure out as much as we can before we move, so that way when we move, there's just not a ton on our plate. Hopefully, we could just enjoy ourselves a little bit more, you know, pay a little bit less in rent. We won't be as financially stressed if we work harder and we pay less money for bills. Then by definition, we'll just have more money in general. You know, we could go on vacations and stuff that keep ourselves really happy. Start a savings account towards maybe buying a nice car or a house or something. I don't know. We could start looking towards the future instead of living in the moment. Can you eat my hat? Why do you want to eat my hat? Yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is, bro. I just have to remind myself whenever I don't feel like working, or if I, you know, whatever, like, sometimes you just have to. And it's for the better, though. It's for the better. I just don't, it's harder to see it. It's different. You know, back in the day when I was working at like a quote unquote normal job, I knew exactly how much I was getting paid. I knew everything was more set. I knew when I was gonna get paid and stuff. So I could put like a monetary value on stuff. Now, I don't know. We just, sometimes we work and we don't make a lot. Sometimes we make a lot without working a ton. It's just all over the place. So I can only imagine how good it could be if we work as hard as we possibly can. Make ourselves out there, you know, make a, you know, a ton of fursuit stuff on my end and put out a bunch of videos, a bunch of editing for her. We can both work harder. We're going to. You can always work harder if you're motivated enough. And I'm very motivated now, both by good and bad things. The move, turning 30, Biddy, family vacation. It's good and bad mixed in there. But it all came together at once, you know. It's kind of like a shock to me. Good morning, Autumn. Jesus. Do I remember you? I don't know if I remember you, Object Shell. It's good to see you, though. Yeah, we made, I think maybe 2 Fur Bowl videos, but I think that, if I'm not wrong, Hasbro's in the thumbnail for the one, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Hasbro's a local friend. Not necessarily local, they live a few hours away, but they come down to the Fur Bowl. We've hung out with them several times. They're really nice. I'm doing pretty okay, Autumn. I hope you're doing good as too. My brain is not working, I'm sorry. I'm struggling to talk today. From the post you said, like, she was probably the one that responded and she's sleeping. She does most of the responding to comments and all that. What's up, Shark? Welcome, welcome. Oh. No, you want to find Hasbro's actual channel, their YouTube channel. Yeah, I think that they're trying to, like, subscribe to you, Hasbro. I don't know if that works for people that aren't moderators. I don't know. I think only mods can go to the channel. That's awesome, Autumn. Making a new fursuit design. That's cool. I love making new designs. Well, I'm trying to think of what to talk about. Oh, the hotel that we were at, we have such mixed emotions about it. The one that we were at for family vacation, it was home 2 suites. Like, overall, the room was super quiet. It was definitely the quietest hotel room. Like, I couldn't really hear anybody in the hallway or above us or anything or next to us, which is cool. But the breakfast was really, really mid. So that's a bad thing. But the bed was really comfy, which is a good thing. But the bathroom door was incredibly hard to open and close. It was like this big sliding door that had no handle. So you had to, like, do it with your nails or something. It was really confusing. I don't know. It was good and bad. So far, not my favorite hotel that we've stayed at. But overall, pretty good though. What's up, Dio? We went to the Columbus Zoo 2 days in a row, and it was so huge. It's the biggest zoo I've ever seen. It's massive. Took us like we were there for 4.5 or 5 hours the first day. We explored most of the zoo, but we still had 2 big sections left, and then the whole kiddie park area or whatever with all the rides and stuff. So we were there with my 6-year-old, my sister's daughter. She's only 6, so she rode a bunch of rides. I went on them with her. It was fun. And then we went to the what is it called? SoFi or something like that. It's like a science museum thingy for like kids and adults. There's all kinds of age range stuff in there. Don't eat the couch, please. This is our couch. We need it. If you eat it, how are we gonna sit on it? Don't eat our fursuits either. Oh my god. Yeah, if you're gonna eat the couch, you gotta at least pay me for it. I'll accept $500. Yeah. Also, it's against the rules to like eat inedible objects, so we don't really allow people to do that here. Because if you start choking on the couch, next thing you know, I'm gonna go to jail and get sued or something. Is the fursuit real or cake? That's a good question. You're an art eater. It's like an ant eater, but it's art. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that that's what they are. Welcome back, Acor. I don't know how much longer I'll be live, but we're gonna probably do like multiple lives today, so this is just the very first. Yeah, I don't just give out free stuff, unfortunately. The noise is, it's called a volcano. It's filling up a bag. It's a bag that's has 420 in it. 420 smoke. What do you mean, can one of y'all put on a fursuit? It's just me. Yeah, we'll probably be live at least one more time, maybe twice. No, I didn't see that, Autumn. I wish I did, though. That would have been cool. Yeah, I guess it kind of does sound like that. I wish it wasn't so loud, but... Well, Smudge, it's because the volcano, the thing that I'm using costs $500. So, that's why it's... You don't really see people smoke like this because it costs $500. Not only that, but you have to buy like bags and make like you have to put them together yourself, kind of like they sell one big 10-foot bag, but you have to like cut it yourself and like attach it here and like secure everything to make sure it's airtight. So it's like a process. It's a process to maintain it, but it's so good though. It tastes so good, and it's also extremely strong because it like heating it up with the air, it heats it up just enough to give it the smoke. It doesn't burn the weed, like even after 2 times it's just a little bit brown. It doesn't actually burn it, you know? So it's like super healthy, super smooth, super tasty, and super strong. It is by far the best way to smoke. But again, it's really, really expensive. $500 for one thing is like a lot, so. But, yeah, whatever. I actually am going to be selling it probably before we move. Because where we're moving, 420 is illegal, so I could just keep it and not like use it, you know, but yes, Dizzy is sleeping, but like I said, I'm not gonna be live for too much longer. She wanted me to grab her, like, you know, wake her up, like not too long. Probably gonna get her around 9. She'll be really happy to see that I'm getting some payments though. You know, we're trying to come up with the money for rent tomorrow, and I've already had 2 people make payments today. One was for 125 and the other one was for 200. So, and then Nix is making a payment later as well. I agree, yeah, bro. That person in the Discord really made me irritated. There's been quite a few people that are making really rude comments, but it's okay. I'm very, very allergic to cats. If Biddy lived in the house, I would probably go blind. So, we took way better care of them, even though they lived outside than most people do with their indoor cats. What is gonna happen? Oh, somebody just said something pretty rude. They were just like something along the lines of like outdoor cats shouldn't be a thing. How could you let your cats live outdoors or whatever? I don't know. Something rude. I hate when people try to like insinuate that we're bad pet owners or something, because they weren't even our pets. They were stray cats that wandered up to our house one day, and we gave them some food, and then they just never left, and they stuck around for like a year and a half. So I don't know, man. I can't control what he does. He's an outdoor cat. He probably ate something that was poisoned. I can't control it, man. It's obviously extremely sad. That's pretty cool, Fazbear. That would be fun. Also, what's up? I don't think I said hi to you yet. I knew that you were here. I just don't think I said, like, good morning. Officially. That's what I'm saying, Smudge. Dude, there are... we live in a big city. The greater Toledo area has, like, I think 1.3 million people. Dude, we see stray cats all the time. Especially in the more abandoned parts of town. There's like a couple areas with like, like abandoned old business district type stuff. Brother, there's like dozens of stray cats per building around there. I mean, it's a real problem here. So I don't know like you said, what do they expect? Like, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? Do you know how many stray cats have come up? We've lived here for over 2 years. We've taken care of probably 10 different stray cats, and then they all just like leave one day. It's just they didn't leave. It's like, dude. Also, I'm extremely allergic. It's not even smart for me to be nearby cats. So, of course, Autumn. I definitely will. I'll let her know that you said hi. And we'll be going live again later. And Stizzy will be here in the lives later. So, if you're able to show up later and say hi, it'd be cool. So, was anybody doing anything fun today? I'm just probably gonna be working on Fursuit stuff. My parents used to have a calico cat. Actually, I think one of their new cats is a calico too. One of the outdoor cats that we used to take care of was a calico. That sounds fun, as long as it's fun stuff. Nothing bad, hopefully. A right acorn, nothing bad. Nothing but fun stuff for the day. That sucks, Smudge. I get regular sinus infections because of my allergies. It's pretty poopy. I hope you feel better soon, Hasbro. I just did nothing but like sleep yesterday. I got all my resting out of the way. Well, Hasbro, my allergies affect my sinuses really, really bad. Pretty much my allergies are just only usually in between my eyes and like my nose. It's like this whole area right in here, like the top of my nose, and then the ducts with my eyes and like to my ears. That's pretty much it. the pressure gets so bad. Sometimes I feel like my head's gonna explode. You can say your birthday, just don't maybe share like how old you are if you're young, you know. You're just trying to practice internet safety, that's all. Sore nose a lot. Yeah, it's not like in my nostrils, it's up in my sinuses, like, again, it's like my tear duct area, like that whole area. It's so bad, man. I never had allergies at all until I was 25, and I got a bunch all of a sudden. That's cool. Your birthday is not too much before mine. My birthday is November 7th. Yeah, I hate allergy issues. Yeah, Fazbear's birthday is a month before mine. 1 month exactly. Yep, pumpkin season is fun. I don't mean like pumpkin spice. I'm not really big on pumpkin spice, but just pumpkins in general. I do like pumpkin seeds. I like carving pumpkins. I just like the October vibes. I'm really excited for the 2 videos that we're going to be putting out this month. I'll say it again in case anybody didn't hear me earlier or like wasn't here or whatever. We're going to be doing Spirit Halloween and then also a corn maze in Fursuit, obviously, which would be really cool. I swear, Hasbro, if your haunted house would like let us record, we would love to go through the haunted house in Fursuit, but only if we can record it. Because there's no point in doing it out of, like in suit if we're not gonna record it. It's just really, it would be hard to see. That's why it would be fried when we would want to record it. Break time. Welcome back, Nix. You don't have Halloween? I mean, that definitely sucks. I didn't really think about that. Kids get scared of everything, man. Kids get scared of us and our fursuits. Like, we're not even scary. Most kids don't, but some kids do. They're like... Sorry, I'm dying. No Christmas either? That sucks. You have your own holidays, though. Oh, I know, Faz. Oh, I know. Me too, Hasbro. You never really know how they're gonna react. Some kids want a high five, some want a hug, some run away. I don't know. What can you do? That would be a lot of fun, Nix, for sure. You should do that. Or maybe you should even, like, pass out candy wearing your suit. Like, whenever somebody comes and knocks on the door, you just answer the door in Fursuit. What's up, Blood Moon? I'm going to be calling the live pretty soon. I'm going to get Stizzy. I'm going to wake her up in a tiny bit, like 15 minutes. You just light candles. Is that literally it? What else do you do? I thought that you got like gifts on each day or something. Well, Fazbear, just stay inside and don't answer the door. Yeah, passing out candy is fun. It's just really tough to find an area where kids are actually trick-or-treating because we tried to pass out candy last year here and we didn't get a single person. Not one. And we're in a residential neighborhood, like a big residential neighborhood. I don't understand. Smudge, I'm sorry your phone's tweaking. Yeah, Arple, it's just me. I've been live for about 2 hours, but I'm gonna end it here in a few minutes. I'm just trying to put in a bunch of extra time. We had a big vacation and then some sad happened yesterday, so we didn't go live yesterday. So, you know, the algorithm might be a little off. I don't know. I'm trying to build that algorithm back up. We won't know until later, though. I don't expect a ton of people to be here this early. Yeah, we'll be alright, Arple. We'll be fine. It's very sad. It was like really, really, really sad, but makes me happy knowing that we were able to be there with him while he did pass. Because, you know, we were on vacation, and when we came back, he was just like that. So we didn't even have time to take him to the vet or anything. From the second that I found him, he died like 20 minutes later. So we didn't even have time to do anything. I was on the phone with a vet when he died, actually. It was messed up, man. It was really messed up. It's the whole thing that happened is gonna haunt me a little bit for a while. Well, I'm not trying to talk about it. I don't think it was rabies, actually. That was my first thing that I thought, but I don't think that it's that. What everybody is saying is that it's probably he ate something that was poisoned. Probably. Like, maybe it was like really bad old food, or maybe it was like something that was meant to kill rats or something. Like, I don't know. But he definitely ate something that wasn't meant to be eaten, I think, is my guess. Hasbro, that happens to Stizzy sometimes. Not too much. She has allergies, but we don't really know what she's allergic to. So she just sometimes will have sneeze fits, or like her nose will start being super runny and get really red. I don't know, like, so random. Of course, Nix. We'll catch you later, man. We'll be live throughout the day, so we'll catch you later. I have no idea. You could be allergic to anything, Arple. We just don't have. Neither one of us have health insurance, so yeah, getting like allergy testing and stuff is really, really expensive. Guys, if they don't like clowns, why would you keep putting the clown emote? Yeah, we're still moving to North Carolina for sure. I'm gonna have the board set up on the later lives. I just didn't feel like setting it all up and changing a number, I guess, but we'll have it all set up for like the other lives. Why would I have these if I'm not a furry? I just don't like water, pretty much, or heights. Favorite animal? Black Panthers. I'm not afraid of the dark at all. Happy to say. or clowns or any of that stuff. I just don't like. I guess I'm also. This is not really like a. Oh God. Oh, sorry. I've been up since 5:30. It's not like a legit fear, but I'd be afraid of space. Like if I want a free trip to go to the moon or something, I'd be like, I'm good. Where is Anthro, New England? I'm not even sure where that is, but there's a chance that we could. When we move, we're gonna save a lot of money on rent, so we'll have more money and whatnot to go to cons and travel. Oh, it's in Boston. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, probably. I would love to go to Boston. I've never been there. We just gotta see. It just depends on how the channel goes and all that. We're gonna have a lot less money, like bills every month. We're gonna stop smoking weed because it's illegal. It'll be impossible to find anyway. And then we're also saving like $350 a month on rent. So yeah, it should be in a pretty good spot. Yeah, definitely Arpel. We'll be going to a bunch of different cons in that area. We've looked into a couple, but that one that you're mentioning is a little far from Central North Carolina, but it's not terribly far. So if it's like a 1-day drive or something, maybe we could figure it out. I definitely don't like heights. All right, everybody. Ooh, I'm calling it. I was about to say we're gonna call it. I'm gonna call it because I'm gonna wake her up. But see you guys later, though. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. We'll literally see you later, though. Not like tomorrow. We'll be back. I don't know when, but probably like midday. I'm gonna wake her up, and then she's gotta wake up, and I'm gonna shower and do a bunch of stuff. Probably work on some fursuit stuff in between the lives. Yeah, everybody have a good day. Literally see you in probably like 6 hours or so, maybe like 3 o'clock-ish or something. See ya. Goodbye.